Hello folks, this is Shippy the Explorer. You know we have to explore all the fine things of this world. Welcome back to this station, and I'm sure you're doing well, and hello for all the friends and families all over the world. This is a wonderful place, time to be in this world, and trust that you're okay. Now today we are embarking on the improvement of Maryland and the Purple Line, and the Purple Line is extended from Bethesda to New Carlton, but it passes through a number of communities, and the improvement is remarkable. So today we are going to show how well we are getting along. So here we are. There's a power station probably, and can you just imagine, look at that. You can imagine this a year or so ago. This was an empty street, and the metro is now Purple Line is going to come from those brown buildings. You're going to imagine seeing the train curving around and just coming down the street, and you can see those stoplights. They're not for cars, but they're for trains, and these green towers are posts, metal posts. They are going to be on top of them. They're going to extend the electrical grid. Where the Purple Line, it's more like an electrical car, and it's going to be extended from here down and extract the power from the grid. So they are going to run the electrical line from all this electrical source and then extend it on top, and then you can imagine the train is just rolling, just like when you see that bus going around. The train will be longer, and it will be coming this way. So Shippy the Explorer is saying we're gonna take a quick run across when it's safe and show you the tracks, and show you the tracks for a second, and traffic is coming, so we just have to wait. But it will be rolling down the street and on top of these iron bridge and make their way down towards New Carlton. So in a year or so, maybe in a couple of years, I think finally the metro will be extending itself down this path. Cars going south on this side, cars going north on that side, and in the middle you will have trains. So this is an improvement of this part of town. And then what will we do with this all this rustic restaurants and tire changing place? Well, they have been here for a while, and they have been doing a lot of business. So I'm just gonna take a chance and go over there for a second and show what's going on. Here we are. Look at all that grid. This is the grid work folks. You can imagine the train will be coming down and just coming down, and this will be the station. Shippy the Explorer is showing how this will be. And you notice that it's crisscross at this point, because what's going to happen, it's a cross section of the metro. If the train is not let's stay over here for a while. If the train is coming down and something is happening on the other side of, if on the right side, then it will cut across, and it will cut across here. So let's get back into the safe part of town where we can be safe. So that's Shippy the Explorer showing the development of the Purple Line. So we are going to continue around to New Carlton and see and show a little bit more of what's taking place. So we are hoping that sooner or later, as the Purple Line is finished, right there with its transitional point, we'll have these areas develop in such a way that we'll have a lot of improvement, and we're looking forward to see all this area develop, and all this boarded up place will soon be gone. Don't drive too fast. So here we are, the train. You can just imagine the train climbing up to this station, this bridge, and picking up its grade. The left one.
Oh, really?
The left one. So we're going to turn left onto I think it's Riverdale Road. Actually, at one point it's called East-West Highway, but in this part of town it's Riverdale. As part of this tape, you have to use your imagination, folks, because you know, a year or so ago, about 18 months ago, we didn't have all these structures in town. It's bulky and fascinating to me, and this bridge, you'll soon see how it curves around. We have shown it many times, but today we are bringing an update of the Purple Line. Yeah, it's running from Bethesda to New Carlton. And if you are familiar with the metro in London, it's almost part, I would think you would call this a circle line, because it touches onto all the other metro lines. Look at the curvature, the massive thing that was not there a year or so ago, and now this is here. Now on top you see a tower right there, like a tower, and that's the elevator that will come up for the passengers to disembark and embark on the train. And up there they have a station. So this Riverdale area seems to be will play a central role in this system. So can you just imagine if money flows in this area, you'll soon find that some of these rustic buildings are gone. And maybe in the future, maybe in 20 years, you'll probably have beautiful high-rise apartments in this area. Shops, restaurants, theaters, and playground for the kids. Theater was over there, yeah.
Still active, I don't
The
know.
Dollar. It was a regular theater, then it changed to, it was a Riverdale theater, then it changed to a Dollar theater, and now the area is not supporting that type of lifestyle, so it's temporarily shut down. I remind you that you are in United States of America, and today we are bringing you the update of electrical car. We call it a Purple Line. Yeah, so you go around, please stay on the right as much as possible. Here you are. This will be a this, and just imagine that trains will be running along this track. There you are. You see the green post, and on top of it you have the electrical grid, and that's what I was explaining before. On top of the train, each car, you will have extended pole, and the pole will reach up to this electrical line and extract electricity from that pole, and that allows the train to travel along these tracks. I explained to you folks this. Along here we had homes and they had to be removed. They were bought out, and now with the development of this area we have just the tracks. And you notice that they put a fence to prevent people from just walking across the tracks and getting hurt. And in the far distance you see where they had to undermine or tunnel under the road and establish two short tunnels where the train will have access on the Baltimore-Washington Parkway. There we go. Look at that structure, folks. They thought of everything. lines are extended onto the tunnel, and then suspend the tunnel on top of a concrete column. But they should protect that, I would imagine, because somebody can come from the road and hang down and hold those trains. And I think it's 700 and something volts. At this intersection now, you notice that the train will cross the path of the road, so they have stoplights for that. So I would imagine the cars will stop, the train will run through. Here's another transitional area where seems like the train will switch from track to track if there's a problem on one line.
When I go down there, I'm gonna
Make a right, yeah. Or we just go up to 71st Avenue, and then we go down to Peace Cross. That should take care of the purple line. Here we are, we have another station right here. And there's only one. Train station. We have actually tested this section of the tracks already, and then so here we are, we make a right turn, and you can just imagine. What's amazing to me is that first time before the tracks are here, we didn't think that we had so much space here, folks. But here, look at this. I don't know what that would be, maybe a water storage area. At this point now, the trains will come up this inclinement or embankment and go into a service station where they can do mechanical work and cleaning work and also the things to replenish the cars for the next trip. And just in case something goes wrong, this will be the service station for the cars. I'm not sure if they have more than one, but certainly this is the one that's near New Carl. And here we are at the Traverse station. So from the service station, trains will come up this hill, turn right, go back down to our house, go to our house. At this station now, at this point, the trains will ride up from the service station, come up to this intersection. We have a series of crossing, and the trains will cut across the street, which is Landover Road, and it goes down into towards New Carlton. So that's the update of the Purple Line, folks. You have to use your imagination today. The Ship of the Explorer is bringing you a number of things, but use your imagination and just think about the cameras and all that. So this speeding. And imagine that you're just on the tracks, and we can't wait. We can't wait to get on the train. We are in Landover Hills, and this is where we spent maybe more than 20 years of our lives. So familiar space, small homes, big-minded family, and progressive family. Cameras and all of them. And over here is filled of cameras. And here we are, neighbor is still washing his car. And here we are, that's 4812 71st Avenue, Landover Hills, our whole district. So we're circling around now and show you that how development is coming to this place. 20 years ago, these homes didn't exist. That was a little swamp here. Over here was just a babysitting place, and now it's a extra space storage. They have bought the place out, and something is familiar. Pizza Hut is still there. Pizza Hut is still there, my golly. And at this point now, you can see DC, but it's so far away the GoPro camera cannot zoom, and so it's far away. But this is Landover Hills, old district. And now we're going to use our imagination, because 200 years ago, this area was all bush, trees and grass with Indians, Native American Indians. Well, I don't want to call them Indians, I call them Native Americans. Were free to roam this hill. And how do we know? Because when they were doing the development of this area, building some homes, they found bones, and now it's shops and McDonald's and Walmart, restaurants, chicken grill, banks, and gas stations, car dealership. How much development has taken place. I often say to myself, the Native Americans could never hold on to this land, because the forces of development is too much for them to grasp and hold on to. Watch this. Even over here, development, anti-development, because I can only see the foundation of the doctor that we used to go to. How strange. Dr. Willow, all you can see is the bush. The building is gone. Doctor establishes his office. Work and work until he could even walk. When he gave me an injection, The needle was going in and out of my hand with pain with every push. And he worked himself until he couldn't even move, until he died. And now, even the foundation of his office
Should I go
is
on the
gone.
left
No, he
hand?
goes straight. Cameras all over the place in poor people's face. But some things remain. Some of the small homes and the theater. Cinema, folks, if you know the difference, cinema is cinema and theater, like this playhouse, public stuff. Public playhouse is a theater and it's still in operation. But there you are, life continues. Progress, whether progress or not. We, as human beings, we can't stop it. Some things do better, and some things get worse. So here we are. What's the name of this place? It's Brewing Little Library. The name of the library. Peace Cross.
Yeah.
Yeah. So as we fastly approach Peace Cross, I'll explain that in the next tape, because we're doing a series of tape today. We're going down to where we have a cross that was established, I think, after World War II in honor of the people, soldiers that died in this region. And that is down this bottom. So as we approach that intersection, we say we close off this part of the video and say thanks for watching. Do share and like this type of thing, because Shippy Explorer has just shown you the update of the Purple Line. So hopefully you enjoyed it. Come to Maryland in a year or so and get a ride on the Purple Line, and you can run, relax, get on the train and run from New Carlton, a ride from New Carlton to Bethesda, where you can come off a train and shop in the expensive stores. Hopefully we'll bring some expensive stores on the New Carlton side. So here we are, we're going down. Bye for now, take care, see you on the next video. Quick update. At this point you can see the towers of the Basilica National Catholic Church, one of the largest churches in the world, and that's actually in Washington, D.C. Bye.